And again, which is why I'm going to come back to once you begin to educate yourself, then you have knowledge. And then you begin to elevate that knowledge to knowledge of self. And you want to benefit those people in your community and benefit this, that and the other. Because the greatest form is giving, you know.
Yeah.
You see, once you reach a certain level, you want to be able to give and you want to be able to share. You want to be able to share all that with people around.
Me and Wes, like, one of the main reasons why I started this channel, I was talking to him recently about starting merch. So basically, the whole point is, one, to grow, educate the younger ones, give them something more positive. Two, we've been talking about this from the jump about, so what I want to do long term is to grow to a point where I've got enough money where all I spend my time doing is doing philanthropy work, helping people. And the reason why that comes from my mother. That's how she was as a person. And basically I was saying to Wes that once the channel is able to make a certain amount of money and sustain itself, and I know that I'm making a decent amount of profit, I could use a lot of the profit to work on all these little things that I've always wanted to do, where I start pushing content of helping those who need help in our community, homeless, people like that. And the aim is to cause a domino effect where it becomes normal to help people. You get what I'm saying? So if sometimes when people are like, that person posting blah blah, I'm like, you don't realize that out of 100 people, 70 people might complain about the person posting that, but 30 people are now triggered by that, and it sets off a domino effect of them to go help others. So the aim is to grow to a certain point where this is self-sustainable and I'm able to spend my free time just running around doing that, like between here and back home in Nigeria, where I know that a lot of people need that. Need that little entry.
No, man,
you know what I mean?
And bringing the whole thing together, and having a education platform as what More Education is. More, because I didn't even mention it. I realised I haven't said moreeducation.co. moreeducation.co.uk. More education.
Don't worry,
and again, please.
It's gonna come in the screen.
Come in the screen. Is once education is the foundation. Same thing you said. I started teaching 15 years ago. 15 years ago. So some of the children that I taught.
What got you into teaching?
What got me into teaching? Same thing you man were talking about earlier. I had a bad boy English teacher. Bad boy, God rest his soul, Mr. Henry. What? Man from Tottenham, no. If you went to Northumberland, went to Northumberland Park and this, that and the other.
MPK.
You would know the impact that this teacher had. So my education experience wasn't the best. I got the reverse. So I got kicked out of primary school. I was
Wow.
Anytime I say that, man's like, right, you must have
No, but this is my thing.
Who gets kicked out of primary school?
Brother, like,
no one does.
From the education provider, how messed up do you have to be? Like, how deep is the agenda to say?
No, alright, let me context you. I didn't get, like, the headmaster that pulled my mum aside and was like, yo, this ain't working with my man, you know, because my brother, my older brother, like, he's the complete opposite. He was captain of a football team, think like head boy.
Okay.
I come in as the rough and tumble.
Man said the local Captain America.
Listen, lovely. Whereas me, I was rough and tumble. I was on it. I was rambunctious. That was me as a kid. So it got to the stage where, because people I grew up with, they think it's hilarious when they look at me in this context, intellectualizing myself, articulating, because I spent most of the time outside the headmaster's corridor. That was my desk. You with me? No, that was my desk.
Man.
Straight. It was a lot to do with me. My mum was on the thing, my parents, my dad was on the thing like, listen, send my man back to Jamaica. This is all long.
Country boy.
Boarding school lined up, send him back. And then my mum was on the thing like, I'm the last one. I'm a baby.
How many siblings?
So there are 2 by blood.
And
then my mum was adopted 2, so it's 4 boys. All together. So
Okay.
it's on top. You with me? And my dad had 2 more later on. You know, yard man stay in it. Big up my dad.
Were they boys as well?
No, my younger brother and my baby sister.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that I have any favourites, but she's my favourite. Yeah, so
That's it.
I said not that I have any favourites, but look at that slide dig. What if your brother sees this now? All your brothers.
Whatever.
Wait, it's
on top, whatever.
Or if they rush you.
If they rush me, whatever. My baby sister look after me. So they found an independent. So this is where the idea independent black school is called John Loughborough. It was in Tottenham, North London. Yeah. And I went there. Now, in regards to academics, all right, the facilities were shocking. Yeah. However, it was the first time that I was made or knew that I was smart. Yeah. How are you gonna know you're smart? You spend most of your time outside the head teacher's corridor. You with me?
Just killing time for no reason.
All the same things you're talking about. I heard all those little microaggressions from teachers. I moved from that school. It wasn't working. I went to John Loughborough School. Again, the facilities weren't fantastic, but you had teachers who matched the traditional views and expectations that I had at home. So my expectations and my belief in myself began to elevate. At GCSE, we had a teacher called Mr. Henry, English teacher, and anybody who knows Mr. Henry will know the impact that he's had. So that is where I've reached now. So even he had a supplementary school. Okay. I'm now going to take that to another level. So we've got at moreeducation.co.uk, we have 60 students. We're almost reaching capacity. But as of September,
double up.
We're doubling up. We're doubling up because at the end of the day, what we can do is if you give us your children, or if you give them from year 7, they definitely get the grades in year 11. The problem is with us, they tend to give in year 11 and tell us to work miracles. You with me? Give me your child year 9. You with me? Not only will we get them the grade, they'll get the mentoring. We're incorporating things like work experience in the city. So when your child leaves, they're primed for university.
A lot of people don't even understand. You see, like where you said the work experience in the city, sometimes where you end up in work experience could help you
big time
get a job.
I did work experience at the end of my road in estate agents. But I tell you what though, saying that I can sell anything to anyone.
There you go. You learn about sales. You'll never starve. Moreeducation.co.uk. The UK's leading black-owned tuition service. Check us out on Instagram at More, that's 2 O's, that's my name, Moore Education01 for content in regards to educating your children, tips. Sign up if you'd like a consultation. Go to our website, www.moreeducation, that's 2 O's, Moore.co.uk. It's been amazing being on the podcast. I'm now knowing have I got to do this competition?
Yeah.